In response to explosive allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the South African Parliament established an 11-member ad hoc committee under National Assembly Rule 253. The committee was tasked with investigating claims of political interference, corruption, and operational dysfunction within the South African Police Service, SAPS. The committee's mandate includes probing the disbandment of the Political Killings Task Team, PKTT, alleged unlawful removal of 121 case dockets from the PKTT, alleged interference by senior police officials and politicians, irregular procurement practices, including a R360 million contract awarded to Vusumuzi Matlala's company, the role of the Investigative Directorate against corruption in police matters, the need for legislative and institutional reforms to restore public trust in law enforcement. The committee was given a 3-month timeline to complete its work and report to the National Assembly by October 31, 2025. Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's testimony. The hearings commenced with Lieutenant Gen Mkhwanazi's testimony, which was central to the committee's investigation. His evidence was presented over multiple days, beginning with opening remarks by evidence leader Advocate Norman Arendse, SC. Mkhwanazi elaborated on statements made during a media briefing on July 6, 2025, where he alleged the abrupt disbandment of the PKTT, which was actively investigating politically motivated killings, political interference in SAPS operations, the involvement of criminal elements in decision-making processes within SAPS, specific allegations against political figures, including Ms. Diane Kohler of the Democratic Alliance, whose party was still consulting legal avenues regarding the claims. Mkhwanazi's testimony was described as explosive, and committee members spent an entire day engaging with his sworn statement. He emphasized that the PKTT was effective and its disbandment lacked justification. He also provided documentation and communications that supported his claims. Lieutenant General Shadrach Sibiya, the suspended Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection, appeared before the committee on October 14, 2025. His testimony was highly anticipated due to his alleged role in the disbandment of the PKTT and his connections to controversial figures. Key points from Sibiya's testimony. Sibiya stated that he had a close working relationship with Mkhwanazi, which deteriorated during the investigation into the murder of rapper Kiernan aka Forbes. He claimed operational decisions, such as contacting the KZN Deputy Commissioner instead of Mkhwanazi, were made due to logistical challenges and were not acts of insubordination. Sibiya denied being a rogue officer and rejected allegations of corruption. He attributed his suspension to internal factionalism within crime intelligence and long-standing rivalries. Connections to Vusumuzi Matlala. Sibiya was questioned about his ties to Matlala, a businessman implicated in fraudulent activities. He denied any improper relationship, but struggled to provide clear answers, leading to concerns about his credibility. Mkhwanazi had previously alleged that Sibiya facilitated the procurement of spyware worth R13 million without proper procedures. Sibiya responded by referencing clearance from the Public Protector and the State Security Agency regarding his past conduct in similar matters, though MPs questioned the consistency of his statements. Sibiya suggested that Mkhwanazi's allegations were politically motivated, possibly linked to internal succession battles within SAPS. He implied that Mkhwanazi's actions were aimed at undermining rivals and consolidating power. The committee's response to Sibiya's testimony was mixed, with several members expressing skepticism and concern. MK Party MP Thulani Shongwe criticised Sibiya's evasiveness and inconsistent responses. He noted that Sibiya often changed his stance when confronted with contradictory evidence and failed to provide direct answers, likening his behaviour to that of a politician. ANC MP Kusela Sangoni Diko highlighted the discrepancies in Sibiya's account particularly regarding his authority to disband the PKTT and his associations with Matlala and businessman Upa Brown Magotsi. She emphasized the need for further probing into these inconsistencies. Committee Chairperson Molapi Soviet Letganyane maintained order during the proceedings and ensured that all members had the opportunity to engage with the witnesses. He acknowledged the complexity of the issues and the importance of a thorough investigation. Lieutenant Gen Sibiya's testimony was marked by ambiguity, defensiveness, and a lack of clarity. While he attempted to refute the allegations against him, his responses often raised more questions than answers. Key concerns include Sibiya's shifting narratives and selective acknowledgement of evidence undermined his credibility. His reliance on clearance from agencies like the Public Protector and SSA was viewed with suspicion, especially given the political affiliations of some individuals involved. Committee members noted that Sibiya frequently avoided direct answers, opting instead for lengthy explanations that lacked substance. This behavior was interpreted as an attempt to deflect scrutiny. His testimony revealed potential political entanglements, including communications with a deputy minister and references to Comrade Muthebula. These interactions suggest a deeper level of political maneuvering within SAP's leadership. Sibiya's justification for bypassing Mkhwanazi during the AKA murder investigation was not entirely convincing. While he cited logistical issues, the decision to exclude the provincial commissioner from updates to the police minister raised concerns about protocol and transparency. The allegations and counterclaims between Mkhwanazi and Sibiya reflect a troubling picture of internal divisions and politicization within SAPS. These dynamics threaten the integrity and effectiveness of law enforcement in South Africa. The Ad Hoc Committee's investigation has exposed serious concerns about governance, accountability, and political interference within SAPS. Yet Gen Mkhwanazi's testimony provided a compelling narrative of systemic dysfunction, while Gen Sibiya's responses failed to dispel doubts about his role in the alleged misconduct. The committee is expected to continue its hearings with testimonies from other key figures, including National Police Commissioner General Fanny Masemola. The findings of this inquiry will be critical in shaping future reforms aimed at restoring public confidence in South Africa's criminal justice system. The committee's final report, due by October 31, 2025, will likely recommend structural changes, potential prosecutions, and policy reforms to address the issues raised during the proceedings. The outcome of this investigation could have far-reaching implications for SAP's leadership and the broader political landscape. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video.